We're now officially live-ish.
Okay. Live-ish from New York. It's Giga-Robo.
No, we're from Northern Virginia.
Well, this is New York, and we're going to burn it to the ground.
Can we not say that? There was a slight thing in New York.
Well, if you're going to get sensitive about it. Hi, everybody. We're going to play Giga-Robo today.
Hi, we're the BeerThralls. I'm James.
I'm Jacob.
I'm drinking not your father's root beer.
That's a solid choice. I put the bottle away.
Leffy? I don't know. Leffe.
I have a Belgian brown ale, Leffe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Here, cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
Ooh, this is nice. It's got a nice caramel sort of finish on it.
Let me smell.
Is that to taste?
Oh, it probably tastes too. Oh.
It's interesting.
It tastes better than it smells.
It really does.
All right. This is Giga-Robo!
Yes, those words in that order. This is a game that's going to be hopefully hitting general stores and going out to Kickstarter backers soon. I was fortunate. The designer Alex Chang was at AdeptCon this last weekend, so I picked up an advanced copy because I had backed his Kickstarter. And so we're going to play and go through it today. As like a short summary of what the game is about, is we each are pilots of a giant fighting robot. This is a city that is going to be the unfortunate victim of our rampage.
Giant robots.
So today I am pilot. My pilot is Noriko. She is Earth's greatest pilot. She is all about high risk, high reward, taking consequences and potential risk on herself to increase her offensive output. And I'm going to be piloting Ogun, the chain hook grappling, terrain smashing destroyer.
Piece of junk. All right, I am. Who am I playing? Takashi Kato. I'm playing Takashi Kato. He is the brash, upcoming pilot, full of fury and rage and smirkiness.
I think my summary of Takashi is he's the protagonist from the anime who yells a lot.
Which is perfect for me. I'm allowed. Alright, I am also piloting the Dairaijin 5, because apparently there's 4 others.
And they're currently melted.
they're yes. Well, that's what happens when you're a brash young pilot. But the important thing is, there might be a Kickstarter coming up soon where there's going to be giant kaiju monsters.
So once Giga-Robo successfully ships, there will be... Alex has already talked about a sequel game his company, Cardboard Dynamo, will be putting out called... I don't know if it's called Giga Kaiju. I suspect it is.
I am going to be kickstarting that because giant kaiju monsters,
So the actual game we're going to be playing today is sort of a card-based combo system. Actually,
cards.
The card play actually kind of reminds me of Magic the Gathering. It's more streamlined, more simple. Each of us has different options based on our pilot and our robot, so we can build a different deck. For example, I can use Noriko's very offensively minded cards. Ogun is a slightly more defensive, position-based robot, so I can sort of make up for some of his innate lack of offenses and damage output by using Noriko's abilities to sort of supercharge.
Oh, that's in a 1.
While getting his stuff set up, Dairaijin has a lot of electricity-themed abilities, both powering up and slowing down my cooldowns.
And it's fast.
And he's very fast and light, and lots of rapid-fire melee combos.
I'm also only 30 armor.
Compared to my 45?
Yeah, I'm like really fragile compared to
I think
big boy over there.
This wasn't really my intent. I really enjoy Ogun's grappling and hook-based gameplay, but yeah, I also have the sturdiest, highest starting health of all the robots. So it is a slight discrepancy, but it really wasn't as bad as you might think that might be in our last game.
Yeah, we were learning, so...
Right, now that you've got the basics, I fully expect this to be a bit of a closer bout. So let's see who goes first.
I got a whole 4.
I got a 2, so
yes!
you get to pick. You can go first or second.
I'm gonna start here, and I'm going to go second because I want your lumbering butt to get closer.
I will go, like I said, I will go first. I'll go ahead and start up over here. And so all of my cards are in cooldown at the start of the game.
Not mine. I have 1 card.
So my first turn, on your turn in Giga-Robo, when you start your turn, your pilot has 3 stats: heart, rage, and power. You can either generate your heart and fighting spirit, which you'll then use to pay for your cards. These giant robots are, of course, powered by emotions and, gumption. Look,
Really?
it's in the fluff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's spiral energy,
Uh-huh.
but I fully expect one of these expansions to have more.
Next thing you know, there's going to be some person that sings and that powers the robot. That hasn't happened.
There are 2 expansions with more pilots and robots.
I swear to God, if one of them sings.
I fully expect more Gurren Lagann references in the future. I already have 1 attack in my deck that's literally yells "spin on." So, okay.
Oh, by the way,
No copyright infringement.
there will be lots of yelling.
Hopefully not like overpowering yelling, but every card in this game has an exclamation point.
Yes. We will be offensive
Get
somebody.
Get enthusiastic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move my speed, which is 5. Starting my turn. Instead of getting energy for cards, I'm going to get power tokens, which will allow me to power up my passive abilities as well as get extra dice for the future. And I'll move my 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll hang out here behind this building for cover.
Why are you hanging out there behind the building?
Because I get cover from your nonsense.
That's right.
And
I move 7, so I can be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get up and right in your goal right now.
Well, this was a mistake on my part.
But I'm not going to, because
End of my turn, I slide all my cards in cooldown over, so now I have cards.
I don't have my super awesome I need to do this every single turn card that I did last time. But instead of me getting energy, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get power, which means I'm going to get 3 power, which I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use these because those are my other things. So I get 3 power, but I'm immediately going to go ahead and put them into the double dagger, which allows me once per attack, I can re-roll unsuccessful melee attacks, which is important, which I didn't do last time. And now I get to move 7. I don't like the fact that you have me close to so many buildings, so I'm going to go run over here.
Okay.
And hide out over here. Actually, I'm going to hide out over here because I want cover also.
Look at you, close to a building.
I know, but... so, I'll take these. I will move all these down.
All right, so
And
back to me. So James used his power output to basically unlock and start off with one of his weapons in play. I also have a weapon, the Star Spanner. I'll go ahead and activate that and take out my wrench for beating.
Yeah.
And then I've got a couple things I can do. Let's see.
What you gonna do?
I will move 1,
By the way,
2.
our chat is up, so if you want to go ahead and chat, I'll glance over once all.
Yep, feel free to chat us up. Let us know what you think. Especially if James makes a play mistake.
Which will be often.
And yeah, I'll hang out here. No, hang on. Let's do this responsibly. I'll hang out here.
Yeah, you should.
And unfortunately, sorry, I took energy this turn. Unfortunately, I'm also a fairly close range melee fighter, and my ranges are not great. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn, pick up my stuff from cooldown, and hope that next turn fireworks start to go off.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult. So
Go for James.
I'm gonna go ahead and I don't have a lot of heart, so I'm only gonna get 4. I would really like to run in there and actually just start beating you around, but I only have 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, you girly man.
That's right. I'm gonna run my butt away.
Who put a girly man in a giant robot?
Hey, I'm ready to fight.
you said that with so much confidence. All right, start of my turn. I will get my heart and fighting spirit going up to 12. That's actually enough for me to start playing some cards.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So I've only got 5 though.
Oh, these go back in my hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, look, there's a building in between us.
Yep. So you will have cover, but let's see if that actually matters. see, is there another way I can cheese this?
No, there's not.
Well, okay, mister. I don't remember asking you.
I'll give you my advice.
Alright, so I'm going to do a combo. I am going to reach around the building, and I'm going to play 2 cards at once for a quick combo. This lets me add their effects up to do a little more, and so we'll do that over here. So I'm going to start my combo with the Burst Chain and throw out my Rocket Fist.
Of course you are.
And then we're going to attempt to lead that into a Black Hole Suplex. One of my favorite cards.
He's going to drag me in, and so how much damage are you doing total?
So first off, I get 1 die, plus 1 for each other card in the combo. So I have 2 dice total. Because you have cover for me, I have
1 die.
Takes 1 die off. I'll spend my power token to add 1 of the blue dice. So I've got 2 dice total. Sorry, actually, I can hold off on that power token. I can see what you do first. I have 1 dice to start.
So is anything based on successes?
Nope, not in this case. James, how are you reacting with your defense?
So how much damage are you doing total?
It is 1 pulls you into the building for a little whatever the building's going to do, and then another 1 for the suplex.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead.
So while James is deciding, there's
I'm actually going to do one of the things you're about to say. Go ahead.
There's 3 things James can do here. He can play an attack of his own to counterattack and try to punch through my attack and negate it. He can use his normal defense of 2 to roll a couple d10s and try to block my attack. Or he can do what he's saying, take it on the chin.
I'm going to take it on the chin.
Do nothing to stop me.
And build up 8 rage.
Right. Now, if my... So real quick, just for your knowledge,
hey,
James.
Because you have to actually succeed.
I do have to actually do it. If you try to block it with defense and fail, you still get rage if I do damage to you.
Oh, well, I'll try that.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to do that option.
No, I'll do defense.
All right, so now we can show dice. I will spend that power token to get another die.
Because I had the special cards in here, I forgot.
So I've got 2 D12s. James had 2 D10s. Let's roll it up.
Oh, I got a 10 and a 9.
I got a 10 and a 9.
Yes!
So, here's how this works.
Do you have a counter in there?
Do I have a counter?
In the little
I
cards?
don't. Do you?
Oh, no, I don't. So it just could both go away.
So, ties, remove the dice from play. So, yes, James has negated my combo.
Thank you, building.
Yeah, woo. I'm excited.
All right, go ahead and finish up your turn.
So I put those cards in the cooldown. I pay for them first.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my heart.
Yeah, let's pass it over to James. It's your turn.
I'm gonna use my heart. It's gonna give me an 8. And you know what I'm gonna do?
No, I don't.
You have how much? You have no power.
I have 6 power. Or I have 6 fighting spirit and no power tokens.
So you can counter the hell out of this. You know, I think it's time I threw you into a building.
Oh no, that's what I wanted to do.
All right. No, do I want to do that? That's going to waste everything. No, I definitely don't want to do that. That puts me at 9. Man, there's a lot of things I can't do.
Yeah, it's a little early in the game, so our die rolls are a little missing.
All right. I'm not going to throw you into a building, but I am going to try to do some stuff and then run my butt away.
So you can use your movement, your speed to move before or after you take an action. But you can't break up your movement at all. You have to do it all at once.
Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm just going to do my typical thing. I'm going to go ahead and move to here so I get a clear shot at you. And I'm going to go ahead and do Boltcaster.
Ah, yes, the Boltcaster.
Sorry, I'm a teenage annoying kid. Boltcaster!
I'm going to counter, so go ahead and pay for your card.
Stop countering.
Okay. I'm going to counter with the Sky Anchor and try to whip a chain
8.
and interrupt your laser beam.
That's 6, so drops me down to 2.
Okay, so I get 2 dice for my attack. You've got 3.
Oh, actually, hold on. I have 7. So I could technically...
You could climb on top of that
here.
building.
And now, I'll get an extra one.
Because you have the height advantage.
That's a lot of ones.
Well, I got 6 of the 3.
I got 7.
So you actually beat me still.
I won.
So you get 1 success total.
Oh, 2, because I rolled a 6 also.
So your 6 takes away my 6.
And I got a...
2 successes because you have 2 dice higher than mine.
Yes. So,
So my
you're gonna take...
my card's negated.
You're going to take 1 damage.
I take 1 damage.
And I'm going to throw you up to 2 hexes, because I got you 2. So I'm going to go 1 and... Oh, a building.
So go ahead and flip over an impact card as you hurl me into a building.
Collision. Broken water main. The street gives way beneath you. There's a torrent of water. It's a tier 2 building. So, you can remove fire, but you don't have fire on you. You're going to take 4 extra damage.
Okay.
There's going to be a broken water main there.
Yep.
So you're going to take 5 damage total.
And that puts a flood token out on the table.
And you're going to get 2 power surges.
Oh no. Power surges are a type of trauma that basically is a negative status condition for my robot.
And
in this case, it's going to slow down my cooldowns.
I'm going to put all these cards in my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pass turn to you, where I'm gonna get hurt a lot.
You little faith.
Oh no, I have faith they're gonna hurt me a lot.
So much hurt. Okay. Sorry, real quick. You hit me with an attack that actually did damage. So I get to choose either rage or power.
What are you gonna choose?
I'm gonna take the rage for the fighting spirit, so I get more energy to play cards. And then I'm gonna, at the start of my turn, I'll take heart, which means I've got 16 energy. So this game lends itself very much to a counterpunch style, where you're going to run out of resources, you're going to be on low defenses, you'll take hits, but you get resources for taking hits. So you very much are encouraged to be in the thick of it. Get into the fight. So for example, looking at you... I almost said hacker. Look at you, hacker. Go full System Shock references.
We need more keyboards.
You don't know the reference. I am.
No, sad. I do, but I'm transferred over to a skit where the hacker thing needed more keyboards.
Oh, okay.
All right, that was fun. Game off.
This has been a great time.
Yay.
Okay.
Come on, Jake. There's only 2 things you do: grab me and toss me into buildings. It's not that hard.
Well, okay then, Judgy. Because I think... Yeah, okay, the card I was thinking of is currently in my nonsense. Alright. I'm going to try to get out of this water flow with a Burst Chain Lariat. I'll spend 7.
Oh, no.
And it is a melee attack at range 2 to 4. So the way we count range is 1, 2... 3 to get down the space, 1 to go up the building. So you're just in my extreme range.
Yes, because ranges count that way, yes.
Okay.
How much damage are you doing?
This is going to be a 3 damage attack plus 1 for my Star Spanner, my big wrench, because it buffs my melee, so it's going to be 4 damage.
I'm going to take it to the... Wait, there's no drags or anything like that.
No, there's a push.
There is a push.
There'll be buildings.
I'm going to go into a building. And you're doing 2 dice, but I'm higher than you.
That doesn't give any defensive benefits.
It doesn't give you defensive benefits.
But it does, if you play an attack yourself, you'll get an offensive benefit.
Okay, let's go ahead and do defensive dice.
Alright, I got 2 red dice.
I got 2 10s. A 9 and a 3.
Oh, I only had an 8.
Yes!
Oh, no. I'm struggling so hard.
Shut up.
Okay. So my attack was unsuccessful, so I'm still stuck in this flood.
You want to do another attack since you got a little more power there?
I still have a little power.
Sorry. Fighting spirit.
Yes, all of that is not inaccurate. Okay, so I'm going to play an instant. I'm going to spend 2 to use Hijack.
Uh-oh.
So, Hijack says...
Hijack.
I choose 1 card in your hand to put back into your cooldown, and you do the same to me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Where's the little I throw you thing?
There are so many little I throw you things in my deck. Part of the problem is with your full hand going up, I'm just trying to find like the one thing that'll mess me up good and proper.
How many you got in Space 1?
What?
How many do you have in Space 1?
2 cards? What do you mean?
Oh, I thought your surges were on 1. They're still on 3s.
Yeah.
All right. So here's your Anchor Buster. You can go ahead and put that in your cooldown.
So it goes into my cooldown 2. I'm still trying to decide what I want from you. I'm going to go ahead and put Head On back into your cooldown.
Man. It's the one I wanted.
I know, right?
So your choices were Bolt Caster or Head On.
And Bolt Caster went back pretty quick, but Head On will be gone for a while.
Dang it. All right.
After that, I haven't actually moved yet.
You have not.
So I will spend 3 movement to get out of the flood. 1 and 2. And I'm back into cover.
Yeah.
For better or worse. We'll see how this goes. Okay, I will pass to you with some stuff in my reserves. So I get my cards back. I have to keep this card behind because of the power surges. And those move down to the next slot.
And I will go ahead and get 6. Oh, God. I really want to do
6.
Sorry, I'm up to 6. I have 4. I had to get 6, yeah.
So, my pilot is pretty balanced. I get the same amount of fighting spirit on my turn or when I get hit. Your pilot, though...
I like getting hit.
Wants to get hit for damage because he gets 8 fighting spirit as opposed to 4 at the start of his turn.
Yeah.
Power tokens, you can only ever have 6 in play, including the ones that are on your upgrades. So James has 3 out of his 6 already accounted for. So he could finish out his stack and choose power, and then have those available for buying dice to increase his odds. Or he can continue banking energy to do combos.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my goodness, you are playing defensively.
Dude, I want more power, but unfortunately I've been doing well against your, damage.
True, you don't necessarily want to be negating all of
and
my
this moves
like
down.
that. Okay.
I want this.
Alright, I'll go ahead and get 6 energy. See if I have enough to reach you and pull you in.
Yeah, you will.
It's a nice thing, the board is big, you have a lot of movement, but it's not necessarily big enough.
And I'm also trying to stay around the small buildings, because if you throw me into them, I'm not taking 4 extra damage, I'm taking 2.
Yes, that is a big difference.
Hopefully it won't catch on fire.
Okay. So... I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to the top of here. See if I've got this going on. And I'm going to attempt the Sky Anchor again.
Oh, God, I knew you were going to do that.
So that costs me 2. Now, it gives me 2 dice normally, plus 1 die for being higher than you, but minus 1 die because of your cover.
Yep.
Because cover, essentially, for the opposite of the building, goes to these squares and out in a fan shape. So I'm technically still on the other side of the building.
And this does no damage, but you're going to give me an anchor, which is going to suck because it's -2 movement.
Yes, and I also like it because it does no damage, so it won't trigger your rage. You're still not getting any resources if it lands.
Yeah.
So what you play?
You're getting 2 dice?
I got 2 dice. Do you want to spend your limited resources to fight back, but not get anything in return if you fail?
Possible. Ah, no.
It's free.
5 and a 4.
Come on. There we go.
6,
I got a
so
6. That's
all
a
I need.
success.
Give me an anchor.
So this gives him an anchor, which will reduce his max speed as a status condition. But it's not the only thing it does, because now I'm going to play an instant.
You bastard.
Power launch. After a successful attack, I can throw my opponent up to 2 hexes.
I hate you. Hold on. La 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 la. So you're gonna throw me into a building?
Probably
into a small building. I'd still take damage, so I can actually get rage from that.
Not from the building. It has to be damage from an attack.
That puts me to that. Yeah, defensive dice.
This is
wait,
not an
it's
attack.
an instant.
This is an add-on. This is already happening. So into the building you go.
I'm going into the building.
Flip that impact card.
Structural weakness. Oh, crater.
Okay.
The building instantly gives way, putting all of your robot's weight directly into the street, which shatters and implodes. And I get dropped into a crater.
And you take
3 damage, which I was trying to freaking avoid.
Look at you. Taking damage.
Shut up, you've been taking lots also. And I'm stuck in a crater, which is a -1 elevation.
Okay.
Is that all you're doing? You can do more.
Oh, I'm doing more. There it is. Okay, make sure I've got my math in order.
Oh no. Well, this is gonna be fun.
Okay, so I'm going to use my pilot ability. I'm going to use the Bleeding Edge. I will reduce my armor by 2 to get 2 fighting spirit. I can just trade health for energy.
Okay then.
Yep, that's the thing I do. All right, and then I'm going to do a combo.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay, I open up with the Burst Chain, followed by a Luna Vault into the Harpoon Hook. So,
You're gonna be moving me around, aren't you?
oh, I'm moving you into all kinds of stuff. So,
Right. So
first thing,
screw
Burst
this first.
Chain is...
Hold on.
Holding on.
I'm spending 4. Never back down! I can't be forcefully moved this turn!
Oh, that's bad for me. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Okay, so I'll see if I can't do the initial attack at least. So it is 1 dice plus 2 for the 2 pieces of the chain.
How much damage is 1 damage?
Yeah.
And there's no boost to that?
No.
I'll just take it.
Well, you gotta be hit first. Oh, you're just being take.
I'm just gonna take it.
Okay.
So I'll get my 8 rage.
So, that was good. That was a good play. So normally this would pull Combi next to me, and then my 1 range melee attacks would continue making him unhappy. But
not!
he negated the forced movement, so he is safely away, and I do 1 damage to him.
That's right.
And the rest of these suffer a chain break because they are not in range for the rest of the chain.
Breaker.
So yeah, that was a good play.
Wow. Now that I'm stuck in this hole.
All right, I have thoroughly spent my resources on that. A little overinvested. I should have remembered you had that card.
I'm going to go ahead and take up my 4 heart.
Yep, and I'll go ahead and get my cooldown cards. And your turn.
Let's see.
This really is quite an excellent brown ale.
We're going to go into this. That's eventually going to happen. Let's see.
At least it's good to know you don't have that in your hand for a while, so I can still jerk
I
you around.
know. That's the only problem. It's a 3.
So my plan was to pull you next to me, Luna Vault here, throw you into this building, and then hook you into the 2-tier buildings. I would have thrown you through 2 more buildings that had gone off.
Oh, that would have been bad. That would have been really bad.
No, you really didn't play that well.
So
Ogun is all about forced movement and throwing your opponent into obstacles and structures. So most of my cards do low damage on their own, but I pick up a lot of damage by having stuff I can throw you into.
No, I got that up, so I don't need that. But I could do... So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13...
Oh, that is a number I forgot about. So every pilot also has a 4th stat for maximum fighting spirit. So there is a cap on how much you can actually have at any time. Mine is 30. James is 25.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not. It's kind of low. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15. Can't do that.
Oh no, he can't do it.
Eight, 6, 15. Yeah, we can do that. It won't be super, super awesome, but it will be still be awesome. All right.
So hopefully you guys can see it on the cards, but a lot of the cards, one of the Kickstarter goals was to get unique art for all the cards, and a lot of the art is actually pretty dynamic. Like, I really dig it.
So I'm going to go there. And I'm going to do a combo that's going to drain me.
Ooh, this sounds dangerous. Okay, so James is on the ground here, so if he's doing a melee attack, it's going to be 1 to get to my hex, plus 1 to go up.
No, it's 1.
It's, no, melee follows the elevation rules for a range.
Oh. Well, let's reverse this.
There you go. That's
So,
the spirit.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to do Boltcaster followed by a V-Slash.
Yep, since the V-Slash is a melee 1, it would have been illegal to play that against me while I was above you.
Yep. So, I need... These are yours, right? Yeah.
I mean, there's enough dice for both of us to use.
So, you are 1 higher than me, so you get 1 extra die, but you're not doing anything.
I am at 0 energy.
So I'm at 4 dice because...
What I'm going to do...
I'm chaining.
I will... Yeah, I'll reduce my armor by 2. I should have done this earlier. To get 2 energy, which I'll immediately spend on Skyhook.
Actually,
or Sky Anchor.
You know what? I can't attack and then move and then attack.
No.
But I can move, do V-Caster, because the melee, because my bonuses only happen on melee, but all my attack is technically right now...
The first part is going to be ranged, and then, because you can throw me with that if it's successful.
Yeah.
So you can throw me down to the ground and then do the melee part once I'm on level ground with you.
But I don't roll for this. And that's going to negate my double dagger.
You will not be able to use the double dagger.
It might actually be better for me just to do them separately.
You can. That gives me more opportunities to get rage and to beat it. Because then I would get rage off of both attacks.
So we'll do that. We're just going to do enchant.
Yeah, and you don't get your advantage on that one, but it gets me to a place where I can. I will Sky Anchor in response for a contested roll. Since I'm higher than you, I have 3 dice.
2?
I spent 2 of my life to get 2 energy.
All right.
Again, I'm bleeding to do this. That's Noriko's gimmick.
All right. Oh, I got 11.
Oh, I hit the camera, and I got a 12.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Worth. So,
can I do anything? I can't do anything.
This does no damage, but it throws a hook in you.
It negates my chain. Oh, I hate you.
Troll.
I hate you so much.
Look, you took away my forced movement a second ago.
So, since the chain broke, the other stuff doesn't happen.
Correct.
So, I cannot return this card to my hand instead of my cooldown meter.
Correct.
I hate you on a scale that is unlegible in English language.
Illegible?
That too, see?
Welcome to BeerThralls, everyone. We are bad grammar.
We're bigly.
We are so big.
All right.
Back over to me.
I've screwed up. Let me go ahead and put this back in my hand.
I'll get
Slide those down.
6 fighting spirit with my heart. My heart tells me to punch your robot in the head. So this is a house rule we have some contention with. So just like you saw a bit ago, James had to get extra range for his melee to punch up at me. Movement does not require any extra points to go down.
But melee is still ranged. So
Right, so we're not sure if I can punch down from here.
it's only movement. I think it's
only movement.
It's only movement.
So James is still 2 away from me in terms of melee range. So I still got to come down to actually hit him.
Yeah. You can't stand on top of a building and slap my head.
As much as I wish that was the case. It does also when you have things like the crater, though. Yeah. That also makes things interesting, because if you get punched down, now you're out of my melee range.
I am down to 3 speed.
And
those anchors suck.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Wrong, you are not. Alright, so here's what we're going to try. See if I can... Okay. I will move down here. Hi. And we'll attempt the Anchor Buster.
Oh, no.
So I've got 2 dice. I spend 4 for that.
I'm going to take 2 damage, and I'm going to get thrown.
And an anchor.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and use my defensive dice. 7?
8.
Ah.
Alright, so the attack's successful. 2 damage.
8 rage.
Here's your anchor. I'm going to throw you into this building. Flip an impact card.
2 damage?
2 damage.
So I'm down to 24. Boom! Coolant Depot. Yes.
He's so excited about this.
Alright, dozens of canisters of Sub-Zero liquid spill across your frame, bringing the overheated systems back online. I remove all cards of fire, but don't have any. X equals to not power surges in your cooldown meter.
Oh, you are lucky.
None.
You are lucky.
So, it was a tier 1 building or 2-2?
Tier 2.
So it's X plus 2, so I take 2 damage.
Yeah.
And it creates a flood.
Yep.
Oh. All adjacent robots may remove their... Oh, so yeah. So...
All adjacent robots may remove fire?
Yeah, but it's only a flood.
Okay.
Oh, and I take an extra 2 damage.
You do. So that wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
It was exactly what I was hoping for.
You are so lucky that your own gimmick was not in play.
Oh.
So that is... I'm down to 2, so I'm going to go ahead and do my cooldown.
Do you take extra damage from being in a flood? From
No.
surges?
Not normally. That was a special effect of that card.
Dang it. Alright.
And I'll go ahead and put stuff in stuff.
So, while you're doing that, I'm going to gain 4, so I'm to 12 again.
Hey, James, want to hear a fun fact?
Huh?
It takes 3 movement to get out of a flood.
I know. That will put me... Oh, I can't get out.
How much movement you got, James?
I hate you. Oh! Hey! Ooh.
I'm laughing.
Do I want to do that? Because I can technically still hit you from here.
That is true.
I might not want to take... Yeah, I'm not. I'm going back to 9. I'm going to take power instead.
Oh no. I don't know what that means.
And I'm going to put 1 into boost. So now I fly.
So let me look up boost as you deploy your wings. Okay, boost.
Let's see what I can do with 9.
You do not change. You not lose. Sorry, boost means you don't pay any more to change elevation. However, you still need 3 to get out of the flood. So you still can't leave that spot, but now you can jump up and down buildings all day long.
So I'm not going to do that because you're a bad person.
I am not a bad.
You're a bad person for reading the rules.
I'm so sorry that I read rules.
I know. How
It's
dare
unforgivable.
you? Can I pull you in? Let's see. That's not going to do that. I could technically throw you into... So I could do that 6.
So this is still a relatively close game because I'm at 26, you're at 22.
All right. Let's do the combo. Boatcaster and Arkeel.
I will sky anchor in response because it sure is cooldown 1 and I love it.
Yeah. So I got 3 dice, 4 dice.
I've got 2.
Chain. 12. 2 12s.
Yeah, you've got me straight.
And the 6s and the 3 falls off.
So you got 2 successes.
2 successes. So, according to the cards, you are going to be taking 1 damage and thrown into a building.
Cool.
Ooh.
Flip that impact card.
Bam! Oh.
That's a burst. That's a burst fuel line. All right.
What does that do, Jake?
I'm lit on fire, and I take 2 damage.
Dang right you do.
And that creates an inferno on the space. When you enter the inferno,
Which you just did.
you take another fire. And when you start your turn in the inferno, which I probably will,
Hey, it takes this on. Oh, and by the way, here's your 2 surges.
yay!
All right, so now that has happened, I move on to the arc heal. That goes in 1. Which is 2 successes, so I can move 2 spaces.
Yep.
So I will...
Yep, that does get around the movement restriction you were on.
Actually, 1, 2... I can probably go over here by this building. You're going to throw me into that. It's a horrible idea.
I mean, I'll throw you to that building, too.
I know, but it's a smaller one. Actually, I'll go here because they're both smaller ones. You're also going to take 2 damage and 3 damage because I inflict more damage while meleeing. And my double dagger doesn't do anything.
Correct, because the first attack was ranged. So I'll get 1 response for energy, so I will take power.
I am now confused. Okay. And that would be the end.
So, James, I have an ability on my card.
So that was 10.
I have an ability on my mat called Sky Anchor Overload.
Oh. So that was 10. That means I have 2 more left. Actually, you know what?
I don't.
If I just stand next to you, you're still going to have to move out of the fire to do anything.
No, or I'm willing to just deal with it. Because there is a flood tile right next to it, so I could always move
That's
from
true.
the fire into it and just be like, I dunk.
You'd have to slam into me, though, if you want to get to there. So you know what? I'm not going to move.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to stay in this nice, cool water here. And you're going to suffer.
Is that what you think's going to happen?
I'm going to suffer. Oh, so I get these back. These 2 move down. This one moves down. These move down. Okay. There we go. I'm sitting at 2 fighting spirit.
So, this turn, I get 1 more fire for starting my turn in the fire.
Yep.
I get my rage and fighting spirit. Takes me up to 6. And for my power up, I will take 2 power tokens.
I have a feeling something bad's got to happen.
Something hilariously bad is probably going to happen to you.
I really don't want to be this close to you.
You made choices, okay? You should live with those choices.
I don't know if I want... But it's nice and cool in the spa.
The spa
It's a hot spring now.
The spa's nice. I won't tell you the spa is not nice. All right, so here I'll just do this now because I'm not going to be able to improve this further. I'll spend 3 power tokens to activate Sky Anchor Overload.
Yeah, you are.
Each of your anchor tokens does 3 damage to you and then explodes, leaving your mat.
That's going to do 9 damage to me.
Yeah, I did not have enough anchors all at once last game to trigger that.
All right, so that puts me at 13.
I think that is the single hardest hit I've done to you in 2 games.
That was painful.
And you don't even get resources from it.
No, I don't.
Because those only trigger off attacks. Like this one. The Black Hole Suplex.
Yeah.
Alright, James, how do you respond?
I'm going to spend 2.
Uh-huh.
Flash Strike!
Oh, no. So you got 1 die.
Yes, and I get to re-roll.
You do, actually. So, before we do this, I'll spend my power token to get a blue die.
Okay. That's a 5.
Well, okay.
Oh, I'll re-rolling this. Come on, 12. Nope.
Okay.
That's
so,
a 6.
2 successes, but my thing does not count successes. I throw you 1 hex. Alright, where do I want to throw you? I'll throw you here, because I can only throw you 1. I'll put you here and put the Fear of God into you. Alright. That goes to my cooldown. I'm going to take my movement. Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Yeah.
So I get rid of 1 fire.
Yep.
And then when I start my turn there, I'll get rid of the others.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll throw you back in.
I'm sure.
Alright.
I've got 3 energy left, sir.
Oh, you do. You do.
Got 3 energy left and not a lot of attacks in hand. So I actually have to pass. Because I have a ton of my attacks are in my 1 cooldown slot.
I'm actually really debating whether or not I want to jump into the fire. Because I have a card that basically gives me more fighting spirit if I'm on fire. It's called All Fired Up.
Of course it is.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 fighting spirit.
Alright. From my cooldown, those finally come off. So during cooldown, the fire does 2 damage to me.
Yep.
Yeah, this is now that you've had a game to learn the kinks, so this is much closer. Like, think of it this way, James. I had 15 more health than you. I'm only 3 health above you right now.
You're sitting on 3 power.
Yeah.
I don't want to punch you.
Technically 3 fighting spirit. Power would be these tokens.
Yeah, sorry, 3 fighting spirit. Alright. I don't want to do crap.
Hey, James. I'm dumb. Dumb. Did I deal damage to you with the Black Hole Suplex?
No.
So you take 2 damage, triggering your responses if you want them.
So I'll gain rage.
Yeah, that seems good.
So I'm up to 12 again. Hey, that changes my plan.
I know, right? It's almost like the rules happen.
Huh. Well then. You're not a level down for me. You know what? We gotta try it. I gotta try it.
Those are good fighting words.
We're gonna start with an arc heal, going into a flash strike, and then blast you with a bolt blaster.
That's a full combo. Wombo combo, here we
And
go.
everything. Alright. So, 2, 3, 4.
So I have to choose how to respond.
You gotta choose how to respond. Please respond.
I will, because my defense is only 1 10-sided die, it's almost always better for me to play a card. So I'll spend 2 to Sky Anchor, giving me 2 dice.
I fail this. I'm gonna be so angry. Alright. Oh, come on!
That's 2 8s.
2 9s! Oh, thank God. All right. So I got 2 successes. That's important.
That is important.
So,
Real quick, I'm going to use my ability to burn 1 health.
I lied. Hold on.
Would you like to reroll?
This is a melee. That's an 11.
That's
so I
at
have
least
3
one more
successes.
success. So I'll spend 2, having burned health to get the 2 for pain and gain as an instant. I get 1 fighting spirit for every point of damage you deal to me this turn. Because someone's going to need a comeback after this.
Somebody's going to need... All right. So, you're going to take 2 damage off of the initial arc heal.
All right.
I can technically move if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
It gives this range too, if you only move a space away.
Actually, per success, isn't it? Yeah, per success.
You move per success. And
the attack is played in a combo. Increase the maximum range of the following. Oh, yeah, so I can move 1.
You can move 1 space away.
So I'll move 1 away. Yeah, I'll move 1 away. So then I'll punch you for... Oh, sorry. That's 3. Because I have the Born to Fight, inflict +1 melee damage.
Yep.
Take another 2 damage for the quick punch.
So far you've done 5.
And 1 for the Bolt Caster.
Up to 6.
And then I'm going to throw you 3. So...
Into the tier 2.
Wham!
Flip a card.
And more fire!
Oh no. The burst fuel line kicks in. I gain 1 fire and take 4 damage.
Kill! Fast Link! Bolt Caster!
Well done, James.
Thank you.
Alright.
That hurt my throat.
So super on fire.
Oh, and then you're also taking 4 damage.
Yep, I took note of that.
And this goes in the 1.
So
This goes back in the
I just
10,
took
this
10
goes in the
damage and gained 10 fighting spirit. I'll
Yep.
then trigger my rage to get 6 more.
Yep, this is going to be bad. All right, so I have to finish cleaning up. I haven't moved. I haven't moved.
Where are you going?
Away. Really, really far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go hide over here. Please don't hit me in the face.
Where else would I hit you, James?
Actually, that's 5, 6. I'm going to go over here, actually. I'm going to hide behind the small one. I'm just going to hug it like it's my child. Oh, okay. Your turn.
Alright. So, start of my turn. I'll go to 22 fighting spirit as I'm making my last stand here.
This is going to hurt so bad.
I gotta reach you, though.
I'm so squishy.
You're not that squishy.
Oh, don't forget your fire.
At end of turn.
end of
During
turn?
cooldown.
Alright.
I'll get another fire. Right. I'm going to take 5 damage at the end of this turn. I
Yeah.
have 7 health.
Yeah.
So, I need to basically... You have 11 health. I need to take you out.
You need to take me out. Or I'm just going to run away.
Until I burn to death. Like a true hero.
You can jump into the water and save yourself a turn.
Yeah, 1 turn. Woo. Get excited. So I can get here.
Can you?
Is that what I want?
You just want to sit there on fire. Actually, you can actually get more fighting spirit if you want to take some armor away.
No, I can
You
absolutely...
sure?
Like, James, no joke. I think if I take you out with an attack, the game ends there. So I will spend all 6 of my remaining 7 health to get more energy to pummel you to death this turn.
That is pretty much the way to go. And then just be like, bail out.
Eject.
I'll get it later after I get the fire extinguisher.
Alright. So trying to figure out how to maximize. I've got a lot of cards in cooldown.
I don't actually think you dropped your last turn. I don't think you dropped your surges down. Your power surges.
No, I did. 2 of them came off.
Oh,
and
okay.
then these 2 moved down.
Oh, that's right. I gave you 4.
Yeah, and those, it doesn't seem like they add up, but they do. They add up quite a bit. Because now, I think it's part of why I have so few attacks in hand. Is I had a ton of my passive abilities come down the pipe.
Yeah, I learned quickly during the first game of if I can keep cards out of your hand, I do better.
And keeping cards out of my hand and then running away, like that's a huge part of how Dairaijin works, is because if they can't make attacks or they can't do their full ability suite, then you're much more survivable.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff is so expensive.
Right, so I think that makes a little more sense. He's the hit and run fighter.
I'm so brave behind this building over here.
So brave. So we'll climb up to here.
Oh, you're going for the height.
I need it because you've got that cover. All right. First things first. Spend 2 for hijack.
Uh-oh.
I know how this works. Give me your hand. Here's mine.
All right. Let's see. Where is the...
Never.
Oh, you can throw opponent 4 spaces? Yeah, no, that goes away.
Never back down goes away, so I can actually move you this turn.
Great. I don't have any power. Do you like my rest of my cards?
I mean, after the first hit, you'll have
power. Oh, after the first hit, yeah. I'm gonna have power.
So I kind of need to make sure that you're not going to run away. Jerk. Okay, so I... pull in with that.
Oh, Jake's trying to figure this out.
I'm doing math. Oh no, I'm short on energy.
Oh no, you should probably hurt yourself.
Shut up, James. Actually, I started the turn in a fire.
Yeah.
So I do hurt myself. I actually get my rage.
What? For fire?
Yeah, on the fire token.
But what?
Gain your fighting spirit equal to your rage. Thank you, James, for saying something.
Jake, I'm just trying to teach you how to play this game.
That's true, you are. I'm not going to get what I want, I think.
Good.
Shut up, James. Did someone hear that? Tell me that came through on the stream. Okay.
Some kid outside is like, woo!
Woo! First things first. We will attempt some complete nonsense.
Let me get my 2 defensive die.
Yeah, I know, right? Utter and complete nonsense.
Just this. All I can see is this gigantic robot jumping on top of a building, engulfed in flames.
Just angrier than heck.
Just a pilot screaming at you in anger. In anime anger, even worse.
The worst kind of anime anger. We're going to do the Burst Chain Lariat.
Of course you are.
It's good. These are good titles. So I have 2 dice plus 1 for the height.
I got 2 10s. Oh, 6 and a 7?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make that noise. I'll spend 4 energy to do an instant. Reacquire target to reroll my attack roll.
How much energy you spending on that?
4.
Okay. Do I reroll mine or?
Nope.
No, I don't. No. Oh.
There we go. 997.
All right, your 2 9s win.
2 9s win.
The 7 goes away.
Okay, the Burst Chain Lariat does 3 damage.
I will take 3 damage.
And I move to a hex within range. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then instead of the normal thing, I'll play Power Launch, which is going to be another 3. Instead of the normal force movement, I will throw you up to 2 spaces.
All right, so how much damage do I get from that?
So total, you're looking at 3 damage. It's melee 4
3 damage, so I get 8. And I take 4 damage. Alright, so now Never Back Down's gone. You're doing an instant. I have 8. So, you know what? Yeah, I'll let you go ahead and do it.
Okay, so I'm going to chuck you into this building.
Of course you are.
Impact card, please.
Bam! Broken Water Main.
All that.
Split Splash. Oh, you lose 3 fire.
No, you're the one that got thrown into it. It'd be
the other
adjacent.
one, the coolant thing was in that one adjacent to it.
And you take 2 damage.
2 damage.
All right, here we go. All the marbles. I will spend... I have 11.
Because you had to do the...
Yeah, I thought I had more than that.
Uh-huh.
Hachi Machi. I am 1 short. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Eep. That's all I got. Damn. Okay. Oh no. I am literally 1 energy short, so having to reroll those dice kept me from playing my ultimate.
You can burn a health.
No. Even if I burn my health,
oh, really?
I'm 1 energy short.
Oh, that's terrible.
Isn't it though?
It is.
All right, we'll pay 5 to do the Star Spanner tune-up and heal 3. Not an attack. It's an
Not an attack. Yeah.
We're just crossing our fingers and hoping. I will end my turn and take 5, leaving me with 5 health.
Hey, Jake.
Yeah?
I'm going to gain 4.
Yeah, huh?
Let's combo this mother.
Oh, is that the noise you're making?
Yep.
Hey, look, it's all of my attacks back.
First things first. Auxiliary charge.
What?
I'm going to gain an extra attack die during my next attack roll, and I gain 1 surge. Now, I'm going to do 2 different things. Cloudbreaker, Flash Strike.
Grunt more.
Arrgh! So, I am at 2 dice. 3 for the combo, 1 for the auxiliary charge.
All right, my response. I'll spend 5 energy to Luna Vault.
You're going to Luna Vault.
I'm going to Luna Vault. So I got 2 dice.
All right. Well, that's a 10.
Oh, no.
Let's see. I'm going to designate not to reroll anything.
Oh, no.
So it's 4 successes. You're going to take from the Cloud Break 3 plus how much charge do you have on you?
2.
So that's total 5.
That's
damage.
already fatal.
And then I'm going to hit you for another 1. Oh no, sorry. 2, 6.
Plus 5?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm super dead.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if my attack had worked...
I know. I would have thrown across the...
No, but here's what would have happened. I would have vaulted over your head and then suplexed you into this building. Luna Vault's kind of amazing.
So...
And with that, Ogun crumbles to a broken heap. A broken man.
On fire.
All right.
Well, that is Giga-Robo.
Yeah,
And I want you to know...
That was an hour?
James won.
James won.
James won. After losing horribly his last game.
So, that's basically the game in a nutshell. Other neat things about this game, so we each had a passive pilot ability. We had an ultimate move for our robot.
Mine was like 17. I couldn't. Yeah. There's no way.
As well as a deck of 15 cards. Now, we use the quick start builds for each robot and pilot. That gives you a recommended cards to bring with you. But in the rest of the game, there's easily twice that many cards for each pilot and each robot. Like there's like a 30 card deck for each robot, and you're only going to take like 10 of them because you want to take some of your pilot cards for responses.
Yeah, and like this was kind of like a long game.
Like this was like an hour.
Yeah,
and we did setup and talking at the introduction. So I mean, we spent probably an hour and a half on our first game going over the rules. Once you know what you're doing, this is probably a 45-minute game for 2 people.
Yeah, I mean, and like punching out stuff was easy. The cards are very readable. The rules, the book itself is.
You're gonna need to reread it a few times. The game really could use a like quick rules reference sheet. Yeah, to just like stuff like the elevation stuff we couldn't get a good read on. But we'll reach out to Alex and see if we can post some of these clarifications.
It does make sense of like, you know, when you throw something into a building, you're going to do a follow up and like the building crumbled and you're now 1 elevation lower. It does make sense. You're like, well, there goes my combo.
Yeah, so there's some things like that where your combo could be interrupted by the environment, but that could also be very anime.
Yeah.
A lucky save, you got thrown down into the sewer system and you dodge the next attack.
So, my special ability was like Born to Fight, which is I get +1 damage on melee.
Right, and I had the same thing, but as active ability. Sorry. Each robot gets 3 abilities, and they have 6 total they can choose from.
Yeah.
So, and you can mix and match.
That out.
Yeah, you can mix and match any 3 of your 6. So there's a ton of customization, and each pilot is a separate board from each robot. So you can mix and match any pilot with any robot. And each pilot kind of gives you a different character. Like one pilot is much tankier. We saw Takashi had the higher rage, so he got more energy from being hit. So I
don't think he likes this very much. Like getting hit is great if you're like doing you're gonna do 1 point to me. That's perfectly fine. I'll gain 8 rage.
Which originally, and I guess this goes to game balance. Originally, I thought this was a mismatch because Ogun just had flat out like 33% more health.
Yeah, but you're burning it for extra stuff.
With this pilot ability, I was burning it.
Yeah.
And in your case, though, like you pointed out, Takashi loves it when you do only 1 or 2 points of damage because he gets a ton of energy off that.
Yeah. And once like you hit me, and I'm like, I can now basically get 8 + 4 my next turn.
Yeah.
I'm running on 12 consistently.
Ogun is very much a like sort of chip damage on his cards, and a lot of his damage comes from buildings.
I also kind of did luck out on the 3 turns of not being hit because of lucky dice.
To be fair, though,
because last game you did get an ultimate off on me, and you pretty much ate half of my health.
So the ultimate cards, like I said, there's 3 of them. The ones with the recommended quick start are all really big hits that cost like 15+ energy. But if they actually land, and they each have 5 dice, so they're probably going to land.
They're probably going to land.
Although a lot of instants specifically don't work against ultimates.
Oh yeah,
they're big, they're flashy, they feel good.
Yeah, the I can't be moved does not work against ultimates because I was just like, dude, I can totally play this and just script your ultimate. And I was like, oh,
but that's what you did last game, James.
No, I didn't actually, because I read it. I was like, oh, I can't do that.
But I didn't get to move you.
You did on the ultimate.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
my point being is, I'm excited to play more of this because there's a ton of customization. Like, one of the builds with Ogun, you can lean into the anchors and the hooks. Like, I can throw the anchors on the board and make traps so that if someone moves over the anchor, it goes to their player board. So instead of having to hit you with an attack, I can just scatter them across the table.
That would really script this thing.
And even better, I can start using them for other abilities. Like, I can spend 3 power tokens with one of the board abilities to jump from one anchor to any other anchor on the board.
Oh, that's even worse.
So I can seed the area the first couple of turns, and then there's nowhere for you to run. I can jump behind your cover.
Yeah, so a couple of things I've got. Like, I think the one you showed me was the basically the Raiden Strike. If you're staying on top of a building, I hit you and the building.
Yeah, you just literally call a lightning bolt and smite whoever's standing on top of a building.
Which is, if you're on a building and the building gets destroyed, like by doing 3 damage to it,
yep,
you fall and take damage from the building falling also. So.
Yeah, we didn't do it this game, but you can absolutely target a building. As long as you do 3 damage and your opponent doesn't stop you, you can break the building out from underneath them, and it acts like you threw them into it.
Yeah, and that's just, yeah.
There's a lot of combinations and other rules that interact, but this game is not. This game is more. There's a number of small systems on their own. Like, we didn't get into barriers.
I didn't get power surges at all this game.
So there's a lot of smaller rules or smaller examples which can make it a little more complex, but the base mechanics are pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, once we did it a couple of times, the dice success system made a ton of sense.
Yeah.
It's very quick visually just to look and see, oh, hey, I succeeded.
Yeah. And I enjoyed this game. When we saw it and played it at Adepticon 2, not this last one, the year before, I thought it was great. I thought it was quick, easy, and a lot of fun. It does have some competitive aspects to it. There's definitely some pilots that like other mechs, I guess.
I'm sure each pilot has a preferred mech type. Like, Takashi wants a melee mech in most cases. Not just because he has 3 different pilot abilities he could take, and that's just one of them. Like, one of his other ones is honorable defeat. To actually kill him, you have to hit him with an attack that does 4 or more damage.
Yeah.
You cannot kill him with fire. You cannot kill him by throwing into a building. You have to wallop him.
Yeah. Which
actually would have limited my total attacks to like 3 cards in my deck. Actually do enough damage to kill him.
Yeah, yeah. But me, it's easy to get him down, especially if he's in this.
Right. Like that mech probably works well for him.
I think all the mechs kind of work well with everything. It just works differently.
There's some good balance testing, I feel like, went into this.
Now, I really want to see I really want to see the kaiju portion of this.
Because I don't know if pilots, they're going to be a similar pilot system with kaiju. I don't know much about that system yet.
Maybe they're just like evolutions or something that
Maybe
they're going to do. But I mean, like, I would, if it's compatible, like War Machine Hordes, like 2 separate games.
I assume they have to be like
has to be compatible. Because I would kaiju the hell out of this game.
There are a couple expansions out that I'm looking forward to getting once the Kickstarter finishes fulfillment. At least one of the expansions has a sniper robot.
Oh, nice.
That is very much just going to be like posting up on the other side of the map, using cover a lot more. Like, of this set, most of the robots have some ranged options. But like you saw in this game, yours is to manipulate and keep away. Mine is to get closer or pull you to me. One robot had Chogo King is a fire-based one that can shoot fireballs.
And Gravity Boy.
But there isn't really like a dedicated range bot for people who want to play that game. These are all mixed, like short range attacks and melee is the focus.
2 more. I see Adepticon next year being able to do tournaments, being able to do some type of like organized gameplay.
If you can't figure out a way to do a narrative event with this, I think it's just it just comes down to time.
I mean, things you could do, better buildings.
So, real quick though, I didn't want to necessarily throw anyone under the bus. The early run copies did have some building defects.
No, I mean, like, so they're all repetitive. All the small buildings are the same. All the tall buildings are the same. I think that
they did have a building expansion to either.
Oh, really?
I forgot to check if there was adding more buildings or different building types.
I would like to see different building types. Now for me, I'm a modeler. I like designing stuff. I would like to see other buildings.
There's also 2 sides of this board.
Oh yeah.
The other side of the board has a giant ruined crater in the middle of it where you can't put buildings. Instead, if you put a building, you choose one of these element types or any of the other things and just immediately put it out there from the start.
Yeah.
So if you're like, for you, for example, you want the arc elementals so you can charge up and get power tokens from it.
Yep.
You could put those on the table immediately. Jogo King could put fire out immediately, so he has fire to draw from. So it gives you a little more variety than just necessarily.
I mean, it's really easy. I see tournament play being you bring your mech, your pilot,
your particular combination.
Get your cards together, and go, best 2 of 3. But I mean, each game about an hour, so you're looking at like a 3-hour tournament or a single elimination.
Yeah, it depends how you play that.
But I mean, I can see expansions being very easily done by adding just more pilots, more jacks.
Probably the hardest part would be jacks.
Mechs.
Robots.
Giant robots.
I think probably the hardest part for adding expansions is just balancing things with the previous robots and expansions so that there's not Like, I imagine there's a decent amount of playtesting because of how customizable everything
Yes,
is.
you're gonna have to be like, oh, we're gonna get a new person, so let's go ahead and do
A game with all the other
with
robots.
all the jacks and whatever we call them. Mechs.
You'll get there.
Mechs. We'll call them mechs. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we will be doing more. Oh, if you are interested, we are going to be streaming the Spring Fling on the 27th. If you like Guild Ball, that will be
Also board
streamed.
games.
And board games, but we're not going to stream board games.
Oh, that's true.
We might stream some board games, like maybe Friday, but it looks like it's going to be Saturday and Sunday is going to be Guild Ball on the stream. And then in May sometime, we're also doing an Age of Sigmar stream. So yeah, Games Workshop stuff. So thanks for watching, and we're going to continue streaming for like another hour or so, but we're going to go ahead and cut the YouTube portion of this.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Thanks.
Yeah.